I've done some work on the Kiwi Farms, and if you want to go to kiwifarms.net right now, you'll see that there's a little poem. Just type it in, you'll get the DDoS protection layer. You'll see that there's a little poem on the site by a man who had a very good choice of name for cat. So once you guys have seen that, say something in chat real quick. Just confirm that we're on the same page. Everybody's caught up. Okay, so people have seen it. People have seen it. HP Sneedcraft. That's true. That's true. So that is proof that I have done some work. However, chat, I'm going to, as a gift to my beloved Maddie super fans, you're not really super chatters, I'm going to do something real quick. I'm going to actually, let me do this a little bit sneaky. Okay, let me get my keyboard right next to my microphone, right? And then I'm going to do / here, I'm coding with one hand, / asterisk, and click down and do * / and then I'm going to save that. And now, chat, if you refresh the page, you will see that indeed the kiwifarms.net is back up. Tonight, actually, is a harvest moon, and it is the first step soon into October, the most powerful month of the year, where I am at full strength, full abilities. And so it is only natural that the site come back up during this time. I will be rolling out the October theme today. If you have art for the background that you've not submitted, you have approximately between 2 to 3 hours to submit that in the thread, because I'm putting that together tonight and rolling it out for the entire site. So right now we're on 4 different hosts plus my own IP network that I'm working on right now. And it's actually going to expand a little bit as soon as I can yell at the right people to get things going, and we'll see how that turns out. Now, obviously, the site's been up on various different domains for quite a while, so if you've only just now gotten access to the forum 3.net, you've been missing out. Once I get everything stabilized and I'm happy with it, I'm going to send out my first mass email to all the users of the site that I've ever sent out, with kind of like a brief synopsis of everything that's transpired in the last year or so. So that's exciting. If I sound a little bit tired and under enthused, it's because for the last week I've been like staying up really late to actually get this put together. I've been doing a lot, and I'm sure we're going to get DDoS attacked and shit like almost immediately. So maybe we'll go back down. Tor should stay up. I don't know how stable Tor is. I tried some shenanigans to get Tor to be more stable, but I really believe that the issues with Tor's stability is a Tor network issue at this point, and not something that I've done, because I've tried many different configurations to get the site working 100%, and it's just Tor is just like, it's just Tor, man. So everything moving according to plan, chat. I'm doing this needful. People will receive the fruits of my labor, and I truly believe, because I just think that the Troons have been at this for over a year, and they get nothing for it besides their own weird AGP smirk satisfaction. And when you look at like the financial support that these people get for fighting the Nazis, quote unquote, they don't get anything. Even other Troons don't care. It's like a thing that they'll clap for, like, oh boy, internet censorship, great. But then they really don't seem to care when push comes to shove. And the host, the people involved in the industry at this point, are all so over this shit. Everyone is so over this shit, because you should see the complaints that I get. I'll show you this, actually. I've gotten this. This is like a template that they send to every single provider that I get. And okay, I'm going to show you this. They claim that this is child pornography. You ready? They literally send this to the providers and say, you have to take this site down. This is child pornography. And what it is a video on YouTube of a fat kid watching the Chris Chan sex tape. And it's just him sitting there, and they say this is child pornography because he's underage and watching a shock video. Meanwhile, it is on YouTube, over 18, and they send this page to providers and they say, you have to do something because this YouTube video is on this site and it's child pornography. And like, when a provider sees this shit, what are they gonna think? They're either, we don't want to deal with this, goodbye, which seems to be the case. Like, companies are such pro servers now, they just don't even want to deal with this kind of bullshit. But there's no credibility to something like this, and it's just fucking nuts, man. It's really crazy. And I think people are like, I make jokes about the pendulum swing, and I think it's getting there, because like it's just the profundity of the retardation is extraordinary at this point. And the people who they are trying to intimidate into going away are not going away. Like, there might be setbacks and shit, but people are like, see this for what this is, and they're not tying themselves to the Kiwi Farms. They're looking at this and thinking, like, we inherited the most important invention of mankind for the entirety of human history, have been unable to send a message to a neighboring town without waiting a week. It used to take like a week for a horse to travel from, you know, Vienna, Austria down to Rome to deliver a letter. That was the majority of human history. And many civilizations didn't even have mail. They had no postal system. You would deliver a message by riding over or riding down the river in a boat for a month and then shooting an arrow at somebody. That's how you declared war or something. And now here we are in the 21st century, and I have the ability to send a message to anyone in the entire world instantaneously in less than like 200 milliseconds for basically everybody in the entire world. And we have inherited this gift of you know, standing on the shoulders of giants, going back decades at this point. And the people who are in charge of this are like the most flamboyant, spineless, craven, insipid retard faggots that have ever existed. And there is going to be a point where you look at this and think there's no way that we are going to entrust the most important invention of mankind with these utter fucking losers. We're not going to let Liz Fong Jones hold in his manly, enormous catcher's mitts and say, yes, I own this and it will do exactly what I say, because that is fucking absurd. So my point is that my retard gossip website is backwin.net, and I believe that we will start to see the change that we want to see in the world more and more over time.